This morning, somebody had parked down here and accidentally hooked that sucker and pulled it out into the parking lot. It weighs a ton. This is where I'm working. Welcome, welcome.
Yay, she decided to come back.
That's okay. This is a machine. You slide the final verdict in there. Ooh, it is now 20 minutes after 8 p.m. I was awake at 4 a.m. to eat and get ready and dress and be there by 5 a.m. to set everything up to open voting polls by 6 a.m. And we worked and I ate my lunch from 1 to 2 p.m. What I had done is my voting place is in between where I'm working and where I live, so I stopped there first to vote. And there was nobody at that one. Someone was there that recognized me and said hi, but there was nobody there. I went in and I knew how to do it. And the lady sitting there behind the place where you check in, she didn't look like she knew what was going on. So I took out my license, which has a barcode on the back, and I put it in the machine so the machine can read the barcode. It brings up your name and address. And if it's you, if it's correct, you press a little blue button, and it goes to the next page, and you get to choose your party, because it's going to print your very own ballot just for you. So pick the party, and then the third page comes up, it has a line, and you sign your name. And then press the blue button again. It pulls up some kind of UPC code that the person sitting behind the desk scans with a little scanner like you do in the grocery store. And up pops a ballot from the printer. And you fill in the little square, not with a check mark or an X. You fill in the little square, you color it in, and then you run it through that machine I just showed you. And that's how we are voting now in Missouri, or at least around here. So we had a lot of people. We had no downtime. I counted out how many votes we had, like almost 800 for that polling place, and how many hours, and divided one into the other, and we had at least one vote a minute if you divided it out. One vote a minute the whole day. So there was no downtime. And right away when we opened up, some of the machinery wasn't working, but I heard that was the case across the county. We got that fixed up. We figured out how to get around that by manually entering stuff or something. I don't know. That's not part of my responsibilities. And then we're busy all day long. Got to see all kinds of people. And you could tell who they were going to vote for. You could tell by the way that they dressed or the way that they acted. You can tell. All the people that chose Republican, except one, voted for Trump. One guy voted for Joe Walsh. The only reason I know that is I know how far down the line. It's just a piece of paper with like some printing on it. I don't need glasses and I don't need to see the names on there or anything. I just know Trump's name was listed first and this guy was further down. And then they had all the candidates that were running at one time listed on the Democratic ticket. And Joe Biden's name was about 1/3 of the way down. And Bernie's was about halfway down this list. They were the only two guys running. Everyone else has dropped out. So you could tell, you didn't even have to, you could just glance out the side of your eye whether their little mark was halfway down the page or 1/3 of the way down the page. So between Bernie and Biden, I'd say it was pretty much 50-50. And all except one person, Republican Party, voted for Trump. And I don't think we had any libertarians. We might have had one person that was libertarian or something other than Democrat and Republican. But it was a very busy day. I yawned a bunch some parts of the day, but I really wasn't ready to go to sleep or anything. And I wasn't starving. I guess I was just in a stupor. No, not stupid. A stupor. Yes, I know I'm stupid. Kitty Cat was glad to see me. I came home at lunch and fed him a can of food. Promised him if he was a good boy, he'd get a little can of food, and he did. And he was a good boy because when I came home, I just gave him some chili. That's what I'm having for dinner. I have it in the microwave, warming up. And long day and my lower back is absolutely screaming. But I had a good time. Good workers. One fella is Italian, a heritage, and he speaks Italian. And we had 2 or 3 different people come in to vote that spoke Italian. So it was really kind of cool. So we talked a little bit, and really decent day. It was a really decent day, and so pleasantly surprised. In a month we'll have another vote. This next vote will probably be something like, I don't know, voting for a sewer district or fire protection district or local stuff, a school bond or something. I think it's more like, should this judge be retained in office or something. But anyway, Kitty Cat's purring. He's glad I'm home. I'm glad to be home too. I am. I'm going to have a beer with my chili, that honey brown lager. And I've discovered they don't sell it in California, so if I end up going out there, or when I end up going out there, I'm going to have to buy a bunch of it until I can find something that's suitable out there. I know there's a lot of microbreweries and stuff out there, and craft beers and all that, but I'm not really a beer person, but this honey brown lager I really like. I may have to write the company and have them shipped to me direct. In rolls a big barrel. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow's Whoop Whoop Wednesday. I asked people for a joke. Anyone got a joke? Well, no, I can't think of any. I told them several jokes. Some that were on the verge of ones you could blush at. And they liked them. But no one had one for me. So I've got to find one for tomorrow. You will have a joke for Whoop Whoop Wednesday. And I'll see you next time. Upward and onward.